Hi guys, we're back with another book today. We got this one at the library.
Yes, we got it at the library. Library. We went back to the beautiful downtown West Palm Beach library after taking Helena's brother to camp, and we picked out a few books that we just can't wait to share with you. If you need a bedtime story like we do, this is called Sophia Valdez Future Prez. It is by Andrea Beatty and illustrated by David Roberts.
Sophia for President someday.
From the New York Times bestselling creators of Ig Peg architect, Rosie Revere engineer, and Ada Twist scientist. Yes, vote.
Those rhyme.
Yeah.
Ada Twist.
Sophia Valdez Future Prez. Sophia was a baby who got things done, helping her family before she turned 1.
What? That's incredible.
She and Abuelo went out every week to help elderly friends around Blue River Creek who couldn't get out and about on their own and with no place to gather were stuck home alone.
I'm that person because I like the dog. But I like cats too and birds. And all of them.
Yeah. Raking the leaves, taking pets for a walk, or just dropping by for a treat and a talk, Sophia Valdez did as much as she could for her family and friends and her whole neighborhood.
That's her dog.
Okay. A dreamer, a doer, a real-life go-getter. Most people like good, but Sophia liked better. Yep, that's the dog from the prior page. Whoa, what's happening here? Each morning, Abuelo walked Sophie to class, but they walked home again along Blue River Pass, making plans, munching cookies, Abuelo and girl, except for that Tuesday when Pup saw the squirrel. With a howl, Pup took off, racing all through the town, over, under, beneath, and around. Sophia scrambled to try to keep up with the hollering man and the bellowing Pup. Up the squirrel ran to the top of a hill made of leftover junk for the local landfill. They reached the tip-top of that mountain of trash, which jiggled and broke with an ear-splitting crash.
The worst thing on this page to me is that.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's creepy.
But all of it's terrible. All this trash is in a pile like this. Down they all tumbled and hit with a thud on a moldy old pumpkin surrounded by mud. Ouch, cried Abuelo. He struggled to stand. A dangerous mess, he said, grasping her hand. The next day, Sophia walked to school solo, but it wasn't the same without her Abuelo. This is not right, declared young Sophia, who glared at Mount Trashmore and got an idea. The very next morning at dawn, she planted a sign in front of the lawn. She stood back and smiled, and Pup gave a bark. What does it say?
Get rid of Mount Trashmore. Let's build a new park.
Yeah. Each of her neighbors had something to say about benches and fountains and places to play, meeting spots, gardens, a basket for bees, a rubber duck pond, and a kiosk for cheese. She drew every thought on her map of the park, which was perfectly perfect by a quarter till dark. She drifted to sleep in her soft, cozy bed. Then, bam, she woke up with a thought smacked her head. Her heart skipped a beat as she realized each one of her neighbors had said, "Let me know when it's done." They all thought Sophia could build it alone. But how could one girl do so much on her own? The weight of that thought made her tender heart ache as night thunder growled and she lay wide awake. Then dawn brought a storm and the gloomy sky wept, and a heartsick Sophia finally slept.
Why is there a bunch of shade stuff?
This is a singer named Sade. She's really a good singer, and apparently she really likes Sade, and then she likes Frida Kahlo. Abuelo baked cookies when Sophia got up. He gave her a bag full and sneaked one to Pup. He blinked back a tear as he hugged his Sophia. For courage, he whispered, Te amo, mi vida. Sophia's knees wobbled. She felt weak inside. She looked at his ankle and quite nearly cried. Though she didn't feel brave or courageous at all, Sophia Valdez went to face City Hall. All by herself, she was going to go talk to them about the big pile of trash. What does that say? Library. Yay.
What does that say? Oh, that's an R.
That's
R.
Libray. Library.
But it's
That's how it is. Library. And what building is this?
City Hall.
Yep. The mayor's office sent her to room 401, the Blue Creek Department of Fun, which sent her downstairs to room 302, the office of duck ponds and cool things to do, to the office of monkeys, the Department of Cheese, the division of fountains and meeting and bees, then down to the basement, so musty and cramped, where all the town's papers were sorted and stamped, and that's where the clerk said what no one else did. You can't build a new park. You're only a kid. The words smacked Sophia deep down in her heart. Her plan was kibosh before it could start. I think, said Sophia, I think that law's wrong. But her second grade voice didn't sound very strong. She's only in second grade and she's doing this, Elena. You're about to be a second grader. The clerk said clearly it cannot be done. Do you have any questions? Sophia said one. If you were me and if I was you and he was your grandpa, what would you do? Well, said the clerk. Then she said nothing at all. She thought, and then she sent out a call to every employee throughout City Hall. The entire government of Blue River Creek crammed into the office to hear Sophie speak, but her words jumbled up and her cheeks turned bright red as a dozen emotions rushed into her head. Her heart beat so loudly she thought it would crack. The crowd leaned in closer. Sophia leaned back. Then her arms brushed the edge of the old cookie sack. And that was the moment when Sophia first knew being brave means doing things you must do, though your heart cracks with fear, though you're just in grade 2. She took a deep breath, looked the mayor in the eye, and though her knees wobbled, she held her head high. Sophia started talking. She spelled out her plan and why it all mattered and how it began. And once she got rolling, she had lots to say about meeting spots, monkeys, and places to play, and other ideas for things they could do to help the town elders and other folks too. She had thoughts on the library, thoughts on the zoo, and perhaps a way to combine the two. And rubber ducks.
Rubber duck pond. A library for monkeys. I love cheese. A
kiosk
for cheese. Cheese for everyone. Zoo, library.
Loan.
Mama.
Loan a llama. Can borrow a llama.
Monkeys. Books.
Love books. Pick me. I love cheese. Maybe a fountain of cheese.
Basket for bees. I love bees.
All right, cried the mayor, go start a petition. If the town wants a new park, we'll form a commission. And so young Sophia got right to work with some help from her family and Pup and the clerk. Let's build a park for everyone.
Park for parks.
Sign our petition, please. Then others joined, not all, but a few, like Miss Lila Greer and the kids in grade 2.
There's a lot of
A park to think in, architects for parks. We love parks. We can do it. Let's build a park. Let's get rid of Mount Trashmore. Somewhere that's green. We need more green. Si se puede. I don't know how to pronounce that. Puede. Sign our petition, please. Sign our petition. Give bees a chance. Scientists need parks.
I see 2 familiar people from a book. She's from a book and she's from a book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There were hearings and surveys and taxes to figure, then bulldozers, cranes, and a blue bigger digger. They all built that park. That's how it got done, with the hard work of, by, and for everyone. But it began with the dream of one person, just one, who laced up her shoes and then led the way to help Blue River Creek get a new place to play. Now, every evening till long after dark, the town comes together at Citizens Park. They all hold this truth to be self-evident, that Sophia Valdez could grow up to be a president. Until then, Sophia, the real-life go-getter, helped build Blue River Creek get better and better. This book is dedicated to you. You are braver than you know and mightier than you can even imagine. Be bold. That was a great book, wasn't it? We hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night or day or morning, whenever you watch this.
Like
Bye.
and subscribe.